250, 20 miles, 5,000 low. South Fairfall, just over the ridge.
Alright everybody, we are here in Topeka, Kansas, and today we're going to be visiting the Air Combat Space Museum. And here, right here, sorry guys, I started this off bad. Right here we have a U.S. Air Force, and we're going to go see what the plane this is real quick, explain it to you. It is the EB-57 Recon Bomber, 1960s aircraft. Its top speed was 575 miles per hour. The weight was 14 tons, range 1,300 miles, wingspan 64 feet, length 66 feet. Refurbished by the 190th Airfielding Wing, Forbes Field, Topeka, Kansas. Around this thing. This thing is awesome. Like you guys, this thing is gigantic. I had a feeling this was a Vietnam era bomber when I seen it, just by the way it looks. I kind of guessed it. But this is cool. It just basically just massive. Crap, look at all the bombs. This is where the bombs would be at right here. Wow, I'm actually walking underneath this. I'm tall enough to walk underneath of this. Crazy. Air National Guard. Wow. This thing's really cool. Hoping to see some cool stuff today, and this has already started out really good. Oh, there's the tail end. And there's some more jets over there. Go take a look at those. My family over here filming too. Kansas. And then can't look up in there, but you can see the danger ejection seat decal that's on it. Warning, this aircraft contains a cartridge actuated emergency escape system equipped with explosive charges. Yep, the ejector seat. Alright guys, here's one of the next jets we're going to see right here. We're going to read a little bit about it, because there's some pretty interesting stuff right here. So guys, what we're looking at right now, it is a Republic F-105D Thunder Chief. And we'll take a look around it here in a second, but we'll read some of this stuff because there's actually quite a lot of interesting information here right now. Now, what it says is it's dedicated to the members of the 184th Tactical Fighter Training Group, Kansas Air National Guard, McConnell Air Force Base, Wichita, Kansas. Anyways, okay, let's get back to it. So it says the F-105D Thunder Chief, it was a Republic aircraft designed the F-105 in the 1950s to deliver a nuclear weapon at high speed, low altitude. That's fascinating right there. A nuke. That's crazy. It was the heaviest single-engine, single-seat U.S. combat aircraft and carried 1,400 pounds of ordnance at Mach 2. The Thunder Chief flew 75% of all U.S. strikes against heavily defended North Vietnamese targets and dropped 202,596 tons of bombs. Wow. Over 350 of the 833 that were built were lost in action in air-to-air combat. F-105s lost 22 of their own while shooting down 27.5 enemy MiG fighters. Now we can go take a look at this big boy. That's pretty crazy. This thing was made to carry a nuke. That's just fascinating right there. That is pretty freaking crazy, guys. This thing was built to carry a nuke. And again, one reason why I'm coming to these museums and learning about, aviation is just things that I'm fascinated by and I want to learn. And learning about this, learning about some of these fighter planes and bombers and everything, that's interesting to me at least. Wow. Can't believe this. This thing was supposed to carry a nuke. I wonder what they were planning there, though. If it was planning to carry a nuke, like, were they planning on bombing North Korea? I don't know. Or maybe they were just prepared for it. But I love looking at these and I love reading the history about it. I found all that very fascinating, And this is just really cool. You can tell it's aged. You can just see, look at all the rust and stuff starting to start on it and the dirt. Really, really cool place so far. I haven't even got to the museum yet, and this is Forbes Field. It's actually an active base for the National Guard and the United States Air Force. Well, not a base, but it's an airport. But they do training and stuff here, and there's barracks and everything. It's not an actual base, because I do not see anything like a guard tower or anything, so I don't think it's an official base. It's not, but still an active public and private airport for the military at least. And this is a big old transport plane, I'd assume.
Wrong! Try again, dumbass!
But we're gonna go read about it, because that's why I'm here. 190th Kansas Coyotes. We'll get a good close-up look, but we're gonna go read about this big boy. Alright, guys. Alright, I'll read this to you guys, because I want to read it and learn too. So, it is a Boeing KC-135E Stratotanker. It said it's dedicated to the members of the 190th in memory of Colonel Michael J. O'Toole, Wing Commander, 190th Air Refueling Wing. Oh, this is a refueling plane.
Well, no shit.
Where they do refueling in midair. That's neat. Okay, let's read about this big boy. It says the KC-135 was the Air Force's first all-jet in-flight refueling tanker aircraft. Boeing built over 820 Stratotankers between 1956 and 1965. The first KC-135A flight occurred on July 20th, 1956, and the Stratotankers began their Air Force service on April 30th, 1957. The Stratotanker can carry up to 31,275 gallons or over 209,000 pounds of fuel, which can be transferred to a receiver aircraft through the refueling boom under the tail or used by the KC-135 itself. A cargo deck above the refueling system can accommodate a combination of passengers and cargo. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome to know that this was a fuel tanker, which they do mid-flight refuelings, which is pretty crazy. Since I've started doing this channel, I've gotten so into learning about aviation and military history, like really I have, and visiting these museums are making me want to learn more and more. A lot of my family was in the military, my father, my uncle, my great-uncles, the Kansas Coyotes. But yeah, guys, that's why I'm doing a lot of military history, because it's fascinating to me and I'm learning about a lot of things, and especially about the military, and I don't think we say thank you enough to these guys for, their sacrifices and what they do for us. And it's really a shame how veterans are treated nowadays. We need to do more for these guys. And this is crazy. I'm underneath the wing right now. I definitely can't touch that. That thing's big. This is so cool. I've never been this close to a big plane like this before, so this is really fascinating. Yeah, just imagine how many trips and where this plane's been. It's really, really cool. Let's see, painted by, I don't know if you guys can see this, it has a little decal where it says the 190th Aircraft Structural Maintenance Shop painted this plane. See if I can zoom in a little bit there. Oh man, this thing is gigantic. You can see that there's some little windows right here. I'm taking it right here is where it all would drop. That's where the fuel line, or I'm not sure what the correct name for it is, but I'm looking at this and this must be what comes down. At least I think. Maybe I'm wrong if somebody out there knows. Like I said, I don't know everything about, you know, refueling operations and everything, but I'm just guessing. And holy crap, this thing is so big. That's gotta be where the fuel came out. That's what I'm assuming. This comes down. That's gotta be right. Yeah, that's where the fuel would come out when they do mid-flight refuelings. It's just gigantic. Again, like I said, I've never been up this close to a military plane that's this big. So it's just humbling. You kind of like look how big it is and wonder how it can fly, but right here, these big boys is the reason why it can fly. I've been saying big boys a lot too, so I apologize for that, guys. I'm just kind of excited and having fun, you know. Wow. Let's see here. Here we go, close up Kansas Coyotes. Strategic Air Command. Crew Chiefs. Okay, we'll go over here and take a look at this. Crew Chiefs from 78 to 94, Master Sergeant John Harris. And then from 94 to 03, Master Sergeant Earl Flowers. And then from 03 to 09, it was Master Sergeant Paul Owens. Wow, that's cool. There's something going on here. That's the second sheriff I've seen. And this is what I love. I love, you know, the old bombers, you know, especially like in World War I, World War II, you know, like the B-17s, you know, like the Memphis Belle had the lady painted on it. I love these designs on these planes. You know, High Plains Predator. That's got to be the plane's name. Or what the troops donned it. Wow, this is so awesome. So we are going to walk over here, and there's a couple more planes over here we're going to take a look at, and then we'll get... Okay guys, and what we're walking up on right now, we'll go see. I read it already, but it's a F-4D Phantom Fighter, Vietnam era. And we'll go over here, read about it a little bit, and walk around it. Okay, so this is a I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'll get in the way. F-4D Phantom Fighter. It's a MiG killer, Vietnam War, and it was flew by Brigadier General Steve Ritchie. Second kill. I'm not sure if that means he was killed in it. Couldn't have been killing it, but or if that was like he shot down too with this. And then Major Larry Pettit. Flyaway date 1967, United States Air Force service in Florida, Utah, Nevada, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, Okinawa, Utah, and Texas. 67 through 89. Transferred to storage, Davis Monthan, AFB, AZ, Arizona. 89, removed from storage to KNG Museum in 23. Was refurbished by the 184th K-Sing 2004, repainted by 190th K-Sing 2017. And I do apologize, guys. I don't know what some of that means on that. Again, that's why I'm coming to a museum and trying to read things and learn more. Wow, that's cool. You can see it's dirty in there. That's the cockpit. That's where the missiles would be. Assuming that's where the... Wow, this thing is crazy. Really cool. I wonder if this is a single engine or a double engine like the F-14. Oh, it's a double engine. Wow. That is crazy.